Hello everyone, welcome back to the Strike Point Media channel, your home for deep military insights, power analysis, and global defense updates. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps us bring you more high-quality military content. Today we're diving into a question that many analysts and enthusiasts have been asking lately. How strong is the Belarusian Army in 2025? You might think Belarus is a small nation overshadowed by its massive neighbor Russia. But when you take a closer look, the Belarusian armed forces have built a surprisingly resilient, well-coordinated, and modernizing military structure that's worth paying serious attention to. So let's break down what makes this army tick, from its exterior strength and interior organization, to its performance in modern warfare safety mechanisms, and the unique features that set it apart from others. When you look at the exterior of the Belarusian army, its visible structure and battlefield appearance, you see an image of discipline, preparedness, and Soviet-style toughness combined with modern upgrades. The army's exterior power is reflected in its composition. Around 45,000 active personnel supported by over 300,000 reservists. Belarus may not be a military superpower, but it has maintained a remarkable level of readiness given its size and economy. You'll find rows of T-72B3 tanks, many of them upgraded with advanced armor and fire control systems, and BMP-2 infantry fighting vehicles that still perform reliably on modern terrain. Its air defense network remains one of the strongest in Eastern Europe, equipped with S-300 and Buk-MB systems, providing a protective umbrella not only for Belarus, but also as part of its defensive pact with Russia. Externally, Belarus maintains a heavily mechanized force. The ground forces are divided into mechanized brigades stationed in key strategic locations like Minsk, Brest, and Vitebsk, each responsible for defending borders and critical infrastructure. The country's terrain, largely flat with extensive forests, is ideal for mobile armor and rapid response operations, and Belarus has capitalized on that advantage. Unlike some countries that focus heavily on expeditionary capabilities, Belarus is built for homeland defense. Its army is designed to dig in, fortify, and resist invasion through mobility and coordination. The soldiers are often trained under harsh conditions, snow, swamp, and mud, building a hardened resilience that mirrors the nation's identity itself. Now let's move deeper into the interior, because this is where the real structure, discipline, and coordination of the Belarusian armed forces come to life. Inside the system, the Belarusian military has undergone significant modernization since 2020. It's a blend of old Soviet doctrine and new-age hybrid warfare capabilities. Structurally, the army is composed of ground forces, air and air defense forces, and special operations troops, all under the Ministry of Defense. What makes the interior particularly impressive is how the command structure has been optimized for flexibility and quick decision-making. The officer corps has been largely professionalized, with modern training programs influenced by Russian and Chinese military academies. The interior of this army is no longer the rigid, slow-moving bureaucracy of the old Soviet model. Instead, it's an efficient system that emphasizes communication between units, digital coordination, and cyber readiness. Military education has been revamped, with academies focusing on drone operations, electronic warfare, and network-centric command systems. Young officers are trained not only in tactics but also in data management, situational awareness, and leadership psychology, a major shift from the old ways of simple obedience. Belarus has also invested heavily in domestic defense industries to strengthen its internal independence. Factories in Minsk and Orsha produce armored vehicle components, radar systems, and communication devices. The country's famous MZKT heavy vehicle plant continues to manufacture multi-axle military trucks, some of which are used by Russia for transporting ballistic missiles. This domestic production reduces reliance on imports and ensures operational readiness even under sanctions or supply chain disruptions. Internally, morale plays a crucial role too. Despite economic pressures, the Belarusian military maintains high esprit de corps, with strong nationalistic training that ties military service to patriotism and national survival. Inside the barracks, modern facilities and technology-driven learning environments are becoming more common. Troops now train with VR combat simulators, automatic target recognition systems, and drone piloting programs. Special operations forces, considered the elite of the Belarusian military, receive advanced counterterrorism, reconnaissance, and urban warfare training. They're the ones often seen in joint exercises with Russian Spetsnaz units, and their skill level has grown to rival elite units in neighboring countries. When it comes to performance, the Belarusian army demonstrates strength beyond its numbers. It has proven its effectiveness through countless military exercises, both domestic and joint with allies. Operation Union Shield and Zapad drills, massive joint training programs with Russia, have repeatedly shown Belarusian units operating efficiently in complex scenarios involving simulated NATO attacks, hybrid warfare, and drone-based surveillance operations. Their soldiers are trained to respond rapidly, deploy in coordinated formations, and adapt to electronic warfare environments. Performance also shows in the Army's ability to maintain full operational readiness with limited resources. Unlike larger militaries that rely on enormous budgets, Belarus achieves efficiency through discipline, simplicity, and integration. Its logistics network is compact and well-coordinated. Supply lines are short, centralized, and heavily protected. The command chain allows rapid mobilization. Within hours, thousands of troops can be repositioned across the country thanks to a well-maintained road and rail infrastructure. The use of modern communications, satellite intelligence from Russia, and drone reconnaissance gives Belarus a situational awareness edge over any potential aggressor in its region. But no army is complete without robust safety features, and in this context we're not just talking about physical protection, but also defense against modern threats like cyberattacks and electronic interference. Belarus has invested heavily in protecting its communication networks from external hacking attempts. Military bases operate on encrypted systems, and command centers are equipped with hardened EMP-resistant communication nodes on the ground. Armored vehicles feature reactive armor and automatic fire suppression systems. Troops are now issued modern ballistic gear, night vision devices, and advanced helmets, a major improvement from the outdated Soviet equipment once in use. Air safety remains a key focus as well. The Belarusian Air Force and air defense units are equipped to detect and neutralize incoming missiles, UAVs, and stealth aircraft. The integration of radar systems across the country creates a layered air defense shield that extends protection even beyond Belarusian borders in some cases. Additionally, Belarus has adopted Russian-made electronic warfare units capable of jamming enemy GPS, drones, and radio signals. These safety systems make the Belarusian military not only strong in firepower but resilient in survivability, a crucial factor in modern warfare. One of the unique selling points of the Belarusian Army is its strategic partnership and interoperability with Russia while maintaining its own operational sovereignty. This dual positioning gives it a rare flexibility. It benefits from Russian technology, training, and intelligence sharing, yet retains independent command and control. Another unique factor is its specialization in hybrid defense. Belarus has studied the lessons of modern conflicts, from Ukraine to the Middle East, and adapted by developing counter-drone tactics, mobile anti-aircraft systems, and fast-moving infantry units equipped with digital targeting systems. The Army's use of homegrown equipment also sets it apart. Vehicles like the MZKT-7930 and Polonez multiple launch rocket systems symbolize Belarus's capacity for self-reliance. The Polonez, for example, developed in cooperation with China, gives the country long-range precision strike capability of up to 300 kilometers, allowing Belarus to deter any regional threat without relying on foreign missile systems. That's a huge leap for a country of its size. In terms of price, or in other words, the cost efficiency of maintaining this force, Belarus operates on a relatively modest defense budget of around $800 million to $1 billion per year. Compared to its European neighbors, that's remarkably low. Yet the results are impressive. The country manages to sustain one of the most capable small militaries in the world through disciplined spending, local production, and smart partnerships. Belarus focuses its resources where they matter most: defense, readiness, and mobility, instead of large-scale overseas operations. And now let's conclude. The Belarusian Army in 2025 stands as a compact but capable force, well-trained, well-coordinated, and strategically smart. It doesn't compete in size with the giants, but in toughness, discipline, and defensive readiness, it punches far above its weight. Its modernization efforts, advanced air defense, and integration of new technologies have turned it from a relic of the Soviet past into a formidable modern army ready to defend its homeland. Belarus's real strength lies not just in its weapons or numbers, but in its strategy. It has built an army designed for survival, deterrence, and adaptability. Whether facing hybrid warfare or conventional assault, it has the means to respond swiftly and effectively. In the modern age where wars are fought not just with tanks and bullets but with information, cyberattacks, and drones, Belarus has found its balance, blending old-school toughness with modern innovation. So when we ask how strong is the Belarusian army in 2025, the answer is clear: it's stronger than most people realize. It's a force built on endurance, not extravagance. A force that may be small in scale but large in impact. And most importantly, it's a force that stands as both shield and signal, reminding the world that true strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it stands quietly, prepared, and unbreakable. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into Belarus's military strength, make sure to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Strike Point Media for more global military insights and analysis. Stay tuned, we've got more powerful stories coming your way.